Hi, Cam here from Infinitum. We're here to talk about how to wire the AC and control connections for an IES motor. But first, a few comments on safety. You need to make sure your motor is off. As you can see, mine is turned off. So follow the lockout tagout procedures of your facility. But after you have it off, you need to wait a couple of minutes before you access the internal components to make sure they've all discharged. As you can see from this motor, there's a small access panel. This is a Generation 2 motor. If you have a Gen 3 motor, to access the internals, you need to remove the entire cover. With the cover off, you can see the internal connections of the IES motor. The high voltage AC connections are on the left, the control connections are on the right side. This block is where the AC connections are made. For our motor, we use ferrules to make the connections easier. So you just slide the wire or the ferrule into the connecting block and close the clip to establish the connection. Give it a little tug to make sure it's tight. The ground wire has a ring attached. The torque for the ground wire nut is 15 inch-pounds. That's all that's needed for the AC connections. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to wire for a serial or Modbus RTU connection, as well as an analog digital control. For serial, we're going to use the three openings in the control block down at the bottom: the 45P, the 45N, and the ground. First, pull your wire through the gland. To attach wires to the control block, just push down the clip on the back side of the control board. Insert the wire and let go of the clip. Give it a little tug to make sure the wires are established. Make sure, if you're using stranded wire, make sure there's no wires connecting to the port beside it, as it might cause a short. I've completed all the connections you need for a serial connection. The green is on the ground, the black is on the 45N, and the red connection is made to 45P. Be sure to observe the polarity at the other end of the serial connection. Put the cover on now and you're ready to run in a serial mode. To do an analog connection, you need an analog as well as a digital connection. Connect the analog inputs to analog in and ground. I'm going to use the black and white wires here. The analog connection is 0 to 10 volts. In analog digital mode, the analog provides the change in speed. To do a start and stop on the motor, you need a digital connection between the 24-volt supply and DIN1. If the wire is connected, the motor will run. When you break this connection, the motor will stop. This needs to be 24 volts DC though, so use the 24-volt supply on the board. If you supply 24-volt AC to this connection, it'll actually destroy the two boards you're connecting to. We are ready to go with the analog digital connections. The analog is on AN and ground, and the digital connection is a connection from the 24-volt DC and DIN1. So you can put the cover on and you're ready to go. We've completed the wiring, so I have the cover back on, so your motor is ready to go. If you have further questions, just drop an email to support@goinfinitum.com. Thanks a lot.